What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Jorphany YouTube channel. And before we forget, we're going to link down below our Instagram channel. Make sure you guys follow us and connect with us. And today we're going to talk about how to choose a partner, right?
Yes.
So first thing you want to do is, look at how transparent are they actually being in your relationship, even at the beginning. So even though you might just be dating at the beginning, you had maybe your first date, your second date, one of the things you want to pay attention is how transparent are they being? Like, are they being sort of weird where they're keeping information from you and they're like, oh yeah, you can't meet my family because of this, or oh yeah, don't look at my social media, and they're just being super closed off, then that's definitely a red flag to look at. We're not saying that they should meet your parents or meet your important people in your life right away, but they should be open to it and maybe even like their social medias and things like that. So transparency is definitely key.
Yeah, and just getting a clear picture of what are they into? Are they dating just to date? Are they dating for long term? I mean, you also get to get clear with what it is you're looking for. But with that transparency, like you said, you better believe that we do research, you know what I mean? So, I mean, even down to when we're looking for people to rent rooms and stuff, we go on their social media and God knows we can find dirt on anyone. It's that easy, you guys. So my grandma would always say, lo que empieza mal, termina mal. Anything that starts in a bad or wrong way, it's going to end in that way. So just that transparency is just going to be golden and clear since right off the bat. If they're still in a relationship or they're still dragging someone along from their past, if you know about it, just be done with it and don't deal with it, because it's something that maybe will hinder your relationship and you'll have to be trying to fight against, and you don't deserve that, to be dealing with that.
Yeah, so going back to what my wife just mentioned is a few days ago, most of our properties are short-term rentals like Airbnb, but we have one that we rent long-term. And so this guy, connected with us and he was interested in renting his bedroom from us. And so after we had a conversation and got to know each other a little bit, and I had him answer some questions and give him the information he wanted to know, I said, hey, would you mind sending me your Instagram or your Facebook? He's like, oh, actually, I don't have Instagram, but I have a Facebook account. I said, great, would you mind sending it to me? And as soon as we hung up the phone, I got it within 5 seconds. And to me, that was okay, that's definitely a good sign, because most people that have something to hide, they would send it to you an hour later after they block things, delete things, And so yeah, that was definitely a good sign. They were just transparent. They're like, yeah, here's my social media. I have nothing to hide. I'm not this weird creeper person or anything like that. So same thing applies to any type of relationship. It's just that transparency.
Yeah, and with that transparency, know what you're getting. And what I mean by that is, if you know that this person likes to drink and party, that this person likes certain lifestyles, that this person that is just in their character, it is not up to you. It is not your job, and don't try to change who they are, because a lot of us feel what is that name called? We find men with problems and we try to fix them. That's just the reoccurring thing, oh, you don't have a job and you don't have goals. Well, let me fix you. Let me help you. And let me tell you, that is not your job, number one.
Being a rescuer.
There you go. Not your journey, and it's not going to happen. As much as you want to push it on them, it is not until it clicks for them and it really it is their journey, their deal. So if you find someone who is transparently being I like to smoke weed, I like to drink, I like to party, popping bottles and this and that, if that's what they're about, realize that, be with that, and if you're okay with that, if that's what you're into, then by all means. But also know that if that's not what you're into, that's not the lifestyle you want, that's not what you see for your future, then also realize that, be with that, and be okay with okay, this is not for me, and letting it go, as opposed to trying to rescue and fix it, because that's what most of us try to do.
And although this video is about how to choose a partner, remember that every relationship begins with yourself. And so you want to be in a relationship with yourself before you can be in a relationship with somebody else. High five. Right? So in doing so, you want to make sure that you work on you. Remember that you're going to attract a partner that is just like you in very similar ways. They might be different, but yet very similar in certain ways. So again, you want to make sure that you work on you, elevate your consciousness, take yourself to your highest potential, So then you can attract someone at their highest potential, and then you both can have a great relationship.
Yep. So just straight out, get clear with who you are, what you're about, and then what's non-negotiable for you, what gets to be there for you, and just really just focus on you and trust that the right one will come. But when you're trying to make it happen, you might not attract the right one.
That's right. The last thing is energy. So when you're having interactions with this person, whether it's through phone calls or text messaging or DM like that, are they being, sending the same energy back? So just as an example, if you text them or call them or send them a DM and then maybe they don't respond for like 14 hours, then obviously that's kind of weird. And I'm not saying they should be responding right away, but just try to feel out that energy if that person is putting in the same energy into this new relationship, even if it's in the beginning stages, and that's obviously going to be a plus. But if you have to call them 5 times before they call you one time, or again, if they respond 3 days later, then there's obviously something like a missing piece to that puzzle.
Why? Yeah.
So those are the 3 things. What's a good video that we could link down below? We have a lot of great videos, guys.
If you're dating right now, we actually have a dating video
we
launched.
Dating advice.
We'll link it down below as well.
Yeah, so check out that video, guys. It's called Dating Advice. We're going to link it below. You guys will absolutely love it. And again, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, Jorphany. We'll link that also below. And subscribe to this video. Hit the like button and then hit the little dots so you guys can be notified every time we upload a new YouTube video.
All right, guys. See you later.
See ya.